two of the most powerful beings in all of comic book history. One, the Man of Steel, a Kryptonian symbol of hope. The other, the Golden Guardian of Good, a man who possesses the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. That's right, today we're diving deep into a battle fans have debated for years: Superman versus Sentry. This isn't just a test of strength, it's a clash of ideologies, mental resilience, and raw power. Who walks away the victor when DC's most iconic hero faces Marvel's most unstable powerhouse? Stick around, because this one goes far beyond fists and flight. Let's start with the origins. Superman was introduced back in 1938 by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. Raised as Clark Kent in Smallville, he's a Kryptonian who gains superhuman powers under Earth's yellow sun. With decades of lore, Superman has evolved from leaping tall buildings to literally dragging solar systems across space. Sentry, aka Robert Reynolds, debuted in 2000 as part of a Marvel storyline meant to retcon him into the universe as a forgotten hero. A man who took an experimental serum, giving him immense powers and unleashing a terrifying dark side called the Void. Think of Sentry as a blend of Superman and a nuclear weapon with the psychological instability of Jekyll and Hyde. Let's break down the powers. Superman's powers include super strength, flight, heat vision, cold breath, near invulnerability, super speed, X-ray and microscopic vision, and perhaps most underrated, his tactical intelligence and moral compass. He's fought beings like Darkseid, Doomsday, and Brainiac, and even survived a supernova. Sentry, on the other hand, is more complicated. His abilities include superhuman strength, rivaling and sometimes exceeding Thor and Hulk, molecular manipulation, regeneration, invulnerability, light-speed flight, energy projection, and the ability to resurrect himself from death. Yes, you heard that right. But the real wild card is the Void, his inner darkness. It's a separate personality that manifests as an unstoppable force of destruction and chaos. Some stories suggest the Void is just as powerful as Sentry himself, or stronger. Now here's where things get really interesting: the mental game. Superman, while idealistic, is also incredibly emotionally stable. His moral compass is perhaps his greatest strength. He rarely lets emotions cloud his judgment, and he pulls his punches unless he absolutely has to go all out. Just ask Doomsday or Zod. Sentry, however, is the opposite. He's a mental minefield. At his best, he's a beacon of hope and heroism. At his worst, he's unstable, confused, and sometimes consumed by the Void, which can lead to him causing mass destruction unintentionally. In fact, one of the most cited moments in Marvel history is Sentry tearing Ares, the god of war, in half. Not with effort, not with rage, just effortlessly. That's how powerful and dangerous he is. Let's compare some top feats. Superman held a black hole in his hand, All-Star Superman, pushed Earth with help from Wonder Woman and Green Lantern, survived hits from gods and magic, including Zeus and Shazam, beat Darkseid, a literal god of evil, multiple times, was once so fast he raced the Flash, and almost won, tanked a universal explosion in DC 1,000,000. He's appeared in nearly every medium: comics, TV, movies, animation, and is known as the ultimate superhero archetype. Sentry fought and held back World War Hulk, destroyed Carnage with a single tear, regenerated from being ripped apart, once killed Molecule Man, one of Marvel's most powerful beings, engaged in fights that shattered time and space, died and came back more than once, stronger every time. In terms of pop culture, Sentry is like Dr. Manhattan mixed with Superman, plus Moon Knight's mental instability. Who wins? Who actually wins this? If we're talking raw power, Sentry might take the edge. His molecular control and regeneration give him a theoretical advantage. If the Void comes out, it's possible even Superman could be overwhelmed, especially if it turns into psychological warfare. But if we're talking tactical combat, restraint, and heroism under pressure, Superman is nearly unmatched. His calm under fire and experience dealing with cosmic threats like Brainiac or Anti-Monitor gives him the edge in a long-term battle. A lot would also depend on the version. Post-Crisis Superman, DC 1,000,000, or Rebirth Superman are near godlike. But fully unleashed Sentry with the Void? That's a multiversal threat. This fight may come down to who strikes first, and whether Sentry is in control or consumed. Final verdict. So here's the verdict. Superman wins in terms of consistency, morality, and experience. Sentry wins in terms of unpredictability, power potential, and sheer chaos. In a one-on-one, all-out fight with no holding back, it's 50-50. Superman might be the symbol of hope, but Sentry is the embodiment of power and unpredictability. It's the battle of a god versus a ticking time bomb. Who do you think takes the win? Let us know in the comments. And if you love comic battles like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more epic face-offs from Marvel and DC.